Today we're going to be predicting using a line of best fit, and in this case we're using a line of best fit by eye. And I also want to talk a little bit about extrapolation and interpolation. So let's start off with the question. So draw the line of best fit by eye and extend the line to the boundaries of the graph. Well, since it's going to be a line of best fit, it's going to have to look something like that, and you can think about how you might want to nudge it so that you feel like it is the best representation of the data possible. Remember, you want it to be as close to the points as possible. So we might just move it up just a little bit, and that's going to have to do, okay? And it says to extend it to the boundaries of the graph. So you can see I've done that as well, but I might just make it a little bit longer down here as well. Okay, so this is my line of best fit, and I've drawn it across. That's part A done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the graph to predict the following values, identifying whether the process used was interpolation or extrapolation. So extrapa means outside of, or outside. If you're an extrovert, you like to be around other people, you're happy to go out. Whereas if you're an introvert, you're more inward looking. So it's outside prediction or inside prediction. Okay, so then the question becomes, well, where is the inside and where is the outside? Well, the inside and the outside is defined by the x coordinate, so the explanatory variable, and the furthest to the left and the furthest to the right, so the smallest and the largest. So in this case, this is the smallest and this is the largest, and so I can now put in some boundaries to say that everywhere inside this region here is going to be interpolation, sorry. Inside this region here is going to be interpolation, and everything outside of that would be extrapolation, okay? So that's the sort of idea of how we can view interpolation and extrapolation. So let me just clean up this picture. Alrighty, so now we're going to be using the graph to actually do these predictions. So use your graph to predict when each of the following values, identify whether the process was interpolation or extrapolation. So remember, inside here is going to be interpolation, and then out here or out here is going to be extrapolation. So let's go through and actually try the first one. So it says when the mother's age is 45. So the mother's age is 45, that's here on the x-axis, which you can see is inside the boundary. So already, without even doing any more work, we already know that this is going to be interpolation. But that's only half of the question. The other part is actually seeing what the value is. So let's go up to our line of best fit, and then we're just going to read across. Might use a ruler to make this a little bit neater, trying to stay parallel with the bottom. And you can see that's about 47. So 47, the father's age is 47. Okay. Now, let's do the next one. So predict the mother's age when the father's age is 45. Okay, so the father is now 45. So 45 along here. Trying to stay straight, and then going straight down here, and you can see it's about 43. Okay, and once again, this is interpolation because, as you can see, everything we're doing is inside this main region here. So interpolation, and mother is about 43 years old. Alrighty, and the last one is at mother's age is 65. So 65 is out here, which is, as you can see, outside of the range we were talking about. So 65 is outside of this red area, it's outside of this space here, which is our interpolation space. So therefore, it's going to be extrapolation. And then to read the value itself, we just got to draw our line going straight across, and you can see it's about 67 as well there again. So father is 67. Alrighty, so that's a pretty good example of the difference between interpolation and extrapolation, and how to actually predict using the line of best fit, just using basically a line of best fit on a graph. So no calculations needed, all of this is done by eye. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.